Next is soy sauce. Who likes Chinese here? Okay, let me try many people like Chinese. See, okay. So soy sauce is made by what exactly? You know? Soybean. But the soybean are then fermented by microorganisms and then soy sauce. Okay. So did you all know this fact or no? Okay, so something new we are learning today. Okay, so soy sauce can be made by microorganisms. And the same thing is with dahi also, like milk can be converted to dahi by microorganisms. Soy sauce can be converted, soybeans can be converted to soy sauce by microorganisms. Okay, next is agar. So what is this agar? Do you know agar? Have you ever heard of it? Gelatin, agar, so the jellies which is there, which have that kind of semi-solid properties which give the semi-solid properties to a liquid. It's actually extracted from algae, okay? And agar is then used and then it's mixed with polysaccharide solution and with a further process. And due to this, this algae now very costly vinegars are made by microorganisms and which we usually consume in our day-to-day life is chemically synthesized acetic acid. Chemically synthesized, okay? And the costly ones are made by microorganisms. Very big, huge supermarkets will find those costly vinegars which have a lot of they will this number of organisms which are listed down there. This is the kind of vinegar made from this organism. So just if you be curious, be a little curious and just check the vinegar bottle and see whether it is chemically synthesized or it is organic. Okay. Next is carcinogen testing. So do you know what is carcinogen? It's a cancer causing agent now, which is the most common causing agent that we know. Okay, nicotine is one. Okay, and so what happens is these food colors which are used, and these food colors sometimes are carcinogen. Okay, so these carcinogenic food colors, if you eat, then there's a possible cause of cancer. So for this testing of cancer, this testing of all these different types of different types of food products or food materials can be done by microbiological testing whether it's cancer can be caused or not, whether it is safe to consume or not. Okay, now we come to industrial microbiology, and you all will be eating or drinking this kind of juice. This is you drink. It's usually written on the box. Citric acid percent this much and this much grams present, and some vitamins are this much grams present. So how do you think they get this citric acid and vitamins, and how do you think they make it? Anyone? Nobody? How do you think they make it? Actually they make it and add it in that container, and they don't take directly from only that real thing which tells you that this is real and it is actually extracted from the fruits, but the rest of them are synthetic. So how do you think they do? Okay, so they are made actually from microorganisms, and microorganisms they synthesize all these vitamins for us, and then they add it and then they sell it. Okay, so these products cannot be obtained by chemical methods. Now, if you look at all these vitamins and other organic compounds, they cannot be made by chemical synthesis. So only organic source should be required. Okay? And the next is next is medical biotechnology. Now we are coming to biotechnology, in which first in medical microbiology talks about dengue and other things. So in medical biotechnology, what exactly comes is different types of antibiotics are produced by microorganisms. Now, how do you eliminate all these different types of antibiotics like penicillin? Have you ever heard of penicillin? Okay, penicillin is made by penicillin, yes. Penicillin is a fungus which makes penicillin. Okay, so penicillin is now kind of outdated antibiotic because most of the organisms are not resistant to it. But we still use it, and it is the most first discovered antibiotic. Okay, penicillin. And vaccine. Do you know what is a vaccine? Vaccine exactly what is it? You must have heard about immunity. Have you ever heard of immunity? Acquired immunity and those different types of immunity are there. So vaccines are made from microorganisms, and you cannot use some other source. Okay, so you actually grow the microorganisms and then partially kill it or completely kill it, and then actually make the vaccine. And so that will come in medical biotechnology. Okay, and the next is dyes. Dyes which are used for coloring clothes or some kind of dyes actually can be made by microorganisms. Now we have a mini exhibition here, so I'll be showing you some kind of pigments which we are producing. The organisms are producing some kind of pigments, and you can actually extract those pigments and then use it for some purposes as dyes. Now food and industrial microbiology. So now let's come to application part of it. The first thing is, have you ever heard of BT brinjal? Okay, so BT brinjal is actually a modified, gene modified vegetable which has a resistance to some insects. Okay, but it is a controversial product. That means that some people are saying that it is not good for our health. Okay, so it is a controversial product, and that actually has origins from biotechnology. Okay, and the rice, there are different kinds of rices. So actually the topic on here is ATC and PTC, animal tissue culture and plant tissue culture. Okay, so how do you get the best quality rice? So they usually take different types of rices or different types of plants, and then they actually combine the genetic material, and then whichever is the best, they use it further on. So all the which are kind of prone to diseases are eliminated. And it's a very huge field, animal tissue culture and plant tissue culture. Okay. Now next is fertilizers. Some of the microorganisms can be used as fertilizers. And some of them are already, you must be knowing, it's very common, rhizobia, okay, nitrogen. And those all, and now we are coming to organisms also. Organisms also can be used to fix this nitrogen and chelate some of the ions. The iron content in soil sometimes is very high, so the plants can tolerate it. So microorganisms can take up all these iron contents from the soil, and then the soil can be very fertile. Okay. And mushrooms are the last thing that we all eat mushrooms. Now, what are mushrooms exactly? They are fungi, so they can be made from biotechnology. Now, an interesting fact here that one of the mushrooms which is there, actually one mushroom just cost $1 million. Okay, $1 million is one mushroom. It's a very expensive mushroom, and it's like a delicacy for many people who are quite rich, and they have this one mushroom which actually they search it with dogs. Okay, use dogs by specially trained dogs, and then they search around the whole forest, and then they will find one mushroom and it's sold at $1 million. I couldn't find the picture or the name of the mushroom right now, but I knew it a few years back that these are kind of special mushrooms are there. Okay, so if you are really curious, just go and check it out. Okay? Now, how to go about it? Now, are you interested in this field now? I have talked so much about these things. So now, how will you go about it? Now, after 12. So first, there is a BSc course, that is the science course, 3 years. Okay, and after that, you can go for job. But job is after BSc is not very, very good, very fruitful, because BSc, and after that you can just do MSc for 2 years, like I am doing right now, and then you can apply for job. So after BSc, you can go for jobs, but very good jobs are very, very good ones. You cannot find them after BSc. Directly after BSc, you can find them. But you can find in MSc, you can find after MSc, you can find a lot of jobs in industries, in hospitals. Okay, and you can also go for now MSc. After MSc, you can go to research and you can do a PhD. Okay, you can get a doctorate degree, and management can be also be done after MSc or after BSc also. Okay, so management like MBA, and then you can manage any pharmaceutical company or food company. There are many multi-billion-dollar food companies are there. Kisan, Colgate also requires microbiology. Every company which is related to this human body, if you actually use it in day-to-day life, whether it's Colgate or whether it's skin cream or cosmetic or all these kind of things, they require microbiologists to check whether on the micro level is there something going wrong in that product. Okay, and So scope, the last thing as scope, I just told that I'll be discussing this later. So how many of you play cricket and football? So many people here play, right? And now two teachers I'll show you. Okay, you must be knowing these people, right? So they also play football and cricket. Okay, and they also play the same things, but the only difference is that they are more better and they actually like it. Okay, so it doesn't matter which field you are or where you or what you are doing, but if you are the best in it or if you are really good at it, then you can be really, you can go very far away. So it's not about the scope exactly, whichever field is there, whether it's microbiology, biotechnology, or engineering, or medicine. If you don't really like it, or if you don't really love it, and if you are not very good at it, then you cannot really go to very high field. There is no scope there. Okay? So that's how I'll end my presentation. That just select what exactly do you want to do in life, and just take up a field and don't worry about the scope, because scope, the thing is that क्या scope है, इसमें क्या scope है, इसमें the 12th standard students, 11th standard students, they usually just think the same thing. क्या scope है medical, क्या scope है medical. But the reality is that scope सब में है, but you have to create it for your own. Okay, thank you very much.